Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Izzatul Humayra. It is a pleasure to be able to welcome Mrs. Yuni Dwi Anggraini, SPD, MPD, as a lecturer of the English practice course, and all the classmates that I care about and am proud of. What I want to do on this occasion is to present the company profile of Cipto Mangunkusumo Hospital. I will develop my presentation into 4 main points. First, I will explain the company profile of RSCM. And second, I will explain the hospital milestone. Third, the organizational structure of CSSD in RSCM. And last is the community satisfaction itself. Without any further ado, let's start to the presentation. First of all, welcome to Cipto Mangunkusumo Hospital. We are glad to have you on board. Cipto Mangunkusumo National Central Hospital is a public hospital owned by the most comprehensive service in Indonesia. In 1896, Dr. Harold was appointed as the head of medical education in Batavia, Jakarta. In November 1919, CBZ was founded, which was united with Slovenia. In March 1942, when Indonesia was occupied by Japan, CBZ was made into a university hospital, Ika Daigaku Byongin. In 1945, CBZ was renamed into Rumah Sakit Umum Negeri or RSON, and next, in 1950, RSOPN changed its name into Rumah Sakit Umum Pusat or RSUP. In August 17, 1994, RSUP was integrated into RSTM and later became RSCM. In June 13, 1994, RSCM changed its name into RSUPN Dr. Cipto Mangunkusumo. In December 12 of 2000, RSUPN Dr. Cipto Mangunkusumo was appointed as the Hospital Service Company or Perjan Dr. Cipto Mangunkusumo Jakarta. And next, Perjan RSCM turned into a public service agency. Next is our mission. First, providing comprehensive and professional health service of international standard. Second, organizing institutional and community-based universal health service through AHS or academic health system. And the third, organizing education and research that produce superior medical and health personnel. Fourth, organizing a smart hospital-based hospital. And fifth, the last, organizing a hospital management system with reliable and accountable governance. And for the vision, RSCM have vision to become a national referral center general hospital leading in service, education, research with international standard. Our motto is help give the best. RSCM have 5 core values. First is integrity, second is professionalism, third is concern, fourth is collaboration, and fifth is excellence. Okay, next, I will explain my third main point, or the organizational structure of CSSD in RSCM. Central Sterile Supply Department is the unit responsible for washing and distributing sterilized equipment in the hospital. At RSCM, this unit is headed by the General and Operational Director Dr. Surahman Hakim, SPOG. Furthermore, under the leadership of the General and Operational Director, CSSD is headed by Mrs. Fitri Arman, SSI, APTM. In CSSD, there are 2 fields. The first are Operational Coordinator. The Operational Coordinator is headed by Mr. Taro ST. The second field is Quality Monitoring Coordinator. The Quality Monitoring Coordinator is headed by Mr. Suko Dwi Priyatna, SAP. For further explanation, I will explain some of the job description and qualification standard for the Chief of the Central Sterile Supply Department. For the job description, first, Chief of the Central Sterile Supply Department deal with directing all staff activities related to sterilization process in the hospital and the provision of sterile medical equipment for patient care in the hospital. Second, following the latest science in self-development or other personnel for the advance of CSSD. Third, Chief of CSSD must be determine the appropriate and effective for sterilization service and must be responsible for the correct use of sterilization tool and material. And for the last, Chief of CSSD must be coordinate with other unit and cooperate in realizing service quality. And for the qualification standard are, first, minimum education Bachelor of Health and or diploma in health with 3 years work experience in the field of sterilization. Second, receive additional course or training on sterilization procedure and technique. Third, have sufficient knowledge about the concept of the unit activities they lead. And for the last, receive course or training on management and leadership. Okay, next, I will explain my 4th main point or my last main point. For the next explanation, I will be describing the percentage of the survey on community satisfaction for the period March 2017. First of all, for the service procedure indicator reached by 3.18 points. And next, for the percentage of community satisfaction in terms of service indicator decreased 0.03 point from the previous indicator. Can we see there? And the next, the percentage for the quality of service personnel indicator fell from 3.15 point into 2.99 point. For the discipline of service officer, the indicator increased by 3.08 point. For the ability of service officer, rise by 0.02 point from the previous indicator. Continuing the increase from the previous indicator, the percentage speed of the service indicator reached 3.20 point. In justice against service indicator, the percentage stagnant in 3.20 point. For the politeness and friendliness of officer, the indicator decreased by 3.17 point. Next, for the reasonable service charge indicator reached peak of 3.23 point. In the certainty of service cost indicator, the percentage decreased by 3.12 point. Continuing the decrease from the previous percentage, the certainty of service schedule indicator rate reached 3.7 point. For the environmental comfort, the indicator rise 0.03 point from the previous indicator. Next, for the service safety indicator increased by 3.19 point. And last, for the percentage of the survey on community satisfaction for the period March 17 was fluctuating. The highest point reached 3.23 point and the lowest point reached 2.99 point. I guess that conclude for my talk today. I'm sorry if there are any mistake and I would welcome any comment and suggestion from all of you. I'm Lulu Humayra, execute myself. Thank you so much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.